Okay. Well, we should be live, so we're going with that. I guess. Well, it's Saturday. That means this is a Cyberpunk Red game. Our sitcom that we're calling Choom. Back to that. And got a full cast tonight. So let's just go down the row here. Kelly, who you got?
Hello, good evening. I'm playing Marius, the sometimes netrunner, sometimes dental enthusiast.
More dental enthusiast.
You ever net run?
Yeah.
Yeah. Richard.
Hi there, I'm Richard, and I will be playing the disgruntled customer who went to the dentistry and got that happen to him. Or sometimes I will be playing Laszlo Sahane, the medtech of the group.
Mm-hmm. Steven, who you got?
I am playing Pinball, the guy who has to go in and risk getting blown up like all the time.
All the time. That's his second thing. He's got the "Are you all right?" pinball, and now it's getting blown up.
Will you blow up pinball? Which, if you think about it, really goes back to the first thing, "Are you all right?" It's just they asked that not knowing if he exploded or not.
There's that. Kim, who you got?
Muted. Okay. My character is Tetra, and she is the fixer who just kind of recently joined.
Jameis.
Ooh, I am playing Sebastian the Rat. This is the Tetra here.
We have a
And
Sebastian.
there may also be someone else involved called Elena, but we're all here for Sebastian.
Yeah, this is really the Sebastian show. We just don't know it yet.
Oh, we know it. We know it.
All right, last game. We had an interesting little episode at Marius's workplace. Richard, you were not here for this. Yes, you were off collecting dead bodies. So we're going to bring
in the game too.
Right. At some point. There is a dead body. That's right. Bob's dead.
I thought Bob got taken care of already.
Yeah. Okay. So at the end of the last episode, Pinball, you are being offered a possible job after subduing the person that was invading the dentistry, threatening one of the person's goons, I guess, to blow you up. But all of that has been neatly taken care of. So we're going to pick up the scene just that next sentence later, Pinball. After he's handcuffed himself, arms behind the back. You just put a cigarette. Actually, no, you hadn't yet. He'd asked if you would kindly take out his Marlboros, which you've done, but you haven't yet lit up a cigarette and given it to him. But he's just offered you a commission to find 5 missing persons.
A profitable one, too.
Yeah. Their wives. Money hasn't been mentioned yet, but he's got actual Marlboro box of cigarettes. He's got an actual Saturday night special revolver. I mean, these are artifacts.
He had a Saturday night special revolver. Just adding to the gun collection.
Yep. So let's just get everybody together here. Laszlo, at some point during all of this, you were called desperately asking for your help, but you had your headphones in, you're in the middle of another call, you just finished delivering bodies to your day job, you just clocked out, you're like, okay, you check out an ambulance, and you head over to Marius's place, where at the back door you are met with all your folks here, with Pinball having a conversation to a man who's handcuffed. Kim will say Tetra. Laszlo stopped long enough to give Tetra a ride here as well, as it was all along the way. So Tetra is here too. As Kim was not here last session, I don't believe.
No, I don't think that was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was a small session last time. So it's late at night. Dentist's office. Nothing went boom. No shots were fired, but Bob's dead from a heart attack. Bob being an employee of the dentistry that
Wasn't Bob dead
No
the
one
last time I
cares
was
about
there?
Bob.
no one really cared about Bob.
Bob was dead the first time we came to the place, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he died the first go
Yeah.
around, and then he
Mhm.
used
Alright.
his remains as counterfeits for the drop.
Yes.
This is
Just
another
checking,
Bob.
remembering things. This is another one. So, is there another employee you need me to pick up?
No, but there was a person with a splitting headache, I am sure.
So you're gonna
at least when
light
she
that
wakes up.
smoke and let me have a little bit of my addiction there, or you're just gonna ogle the package for a bit?
Oh, I halfway thought of just lighting one up myself.
Oh,
Sure.
please do.
I'd let him have one. I already thought that it could be a thermal signal if somebody was watching through thermograph through the walls or something. But you said that was unlikely.
Yeah, you made your roll last time. It seems unlikely. Looks like he just wants his nicotine fix. Yeah, he sucks in a big breath of the cigarette. Yeah, that's the stuff.
You should be careful with these things. They'll kill you if I don't. So, your wives and her wife and 3 other wives. I have the number correct? 5 wives?
Yeah, all of our wives supposedly dead, and like I said, I used to be a cop a long time ago. Still have some contacts. Did some digging. We're pretty sure they're being held, and that's where they're getting the genetic material to make all these teeth this dentistry uses.
So, what is the going rate for retrieving missing people these days?
He shrugs. You tell me. This is the best lead we have, so I don't know much more I can tell you. We know this dentistry is involved. At least this chain is.
Oh, I am.
The owner of this particular chain seemed pretty useless.
How much is your wife worth to you?
Everything.
Great. What's your bank account?
What you want's not in the bank account.
Oh, what I want is not in the bank account. What is in the bank account is usually money, so that's usually what I want. Are you
If
saying
you want
your
just
money
the
is
money,
not in the bank?
sure. I'll give you my life saving. I'll sign the house over to you, but that's not what you want. That's chump change. Like you said, police aren't exactly paid a lot of money.
I see. What is it you think I want?
You like the gun?
You know,
You
as
like
a
the
collector,
cigarette?
yes, but I'm sorry, what?
Do you like the cigarettes?
Nah, they will kill me.
What I'm trying to get at, you seem particularly slow on the uptake.
Uh-huh.
So my friends and I, we've got a collection of similar artifacts. We've got a particular taste for a period in time that's long since gone. You read about them in the textbooks, but we've been collectors for a long time. And got a pretty significant stash of these cultural items, if you want to call it that. That's got a greater value than any of our bank accounts put together.
Unfortunately, you are putting the work upon me to liquidate such items. Tisk.
No, I
Let
can
me-
make it easy for you. Where do you think
Let
we
me-
get them? We got contacts that'll buy them back. Same contacts we used to procure them in the first place.
What do you say I take you to a proper sit-down office because this place is closed for the day? You don't actually have a choice. and I like take a bag out and put it over his head.
Okay. Yeah, he spits out the cigarette, takes a puff first.
Why are we leading pinball make the negotiations? We have Tetra right there.
Tetra walks in the door.
Tetra!
You hear the tail end of that. Laszlo walks in with his medical bag looking for the corpse. Oh, there's one.
That's convenient.
Oh,
The secretary is...
finally, you are here. I have this man at gunpoint in over a barrel, but I do not like this business. It involves not pulling a trigger. So I'm going to hand this off to you. I'm rushing my hand. I want to get paid. See that happens.
Okay.
Secretary is trying to clean up a little bit. She keeps ramming the vacuum cleaner into the corpse of Bob.
Well, Bob was taken away, wasn't he? Wasn't that where I
I've
took
lost
the dead
track
body?
of how many people are dead in this office. I really
Is
have.
there another Bob? Did I leave Bob behind? Oh, well, never mind, Bob.
I think this is another Bob, but I've lost track at this point.
I mean,
How many Bobs are there?
I mean,
What
in
about
the
Bob?
city, quite a lot, I'm thinking.
How many bodies do we need? That's the real question.
Also, do we need to fake anybody's death real quick? I mean, Bob's body is right here. No? Okay.
I think we're
Did
good with that.
You have the rocket launchers now. Yes, you came with the rocket launchers. That's
You
where
did,
you were.
in fact, get the rocket launchers. You probably didn't bring them with you since Laszlo was using an actual EMT van that, state van and all. You probably didn't want to put rocket launchers in it, but you have them. Probably back
You
at the.
didn't put
top
the
of
rocket launchers in the van? Oh my gosh. What if I need to shoot down the helicopter today?
So Marius, Elena,
Hello?
what are you guys doing? Actually, Marius, secretary's like, I guess we're not opening tomorrow, so can I take the night off? Day off? Somebody
Who
call
says-
me when you've got work again?
Who says we're not opening tomorrow?
Oh, are we?
Well, we can still take appointments and cancel appointments. And there's vacuuming to be done.
Oh, well, then I'm in overtime now, then, Marius. I should probably go so I can be here in the morning.
Yeah, you're an adult. You do what you need to do.
Sure.
So how much
Make
did
sure,
I
make sure
get
to authorize that overtime, Marius.
Yeah, I'll sign whatever. Just here.
As we found out last episode, Marius is actually next in the org chart for some damn reason.
You know, to be the fall guy, presumably.
I choose to think otherwise.
Oh,
My go-get-em
Marius,
attitude is
did you ever
impressed
see
them.
that bank transfer from Dr. Lazarus as I had just saved his life?
I haven't looked at the financials ever, so that's third on my list of to-dos.
See that happens.
Didn't I pay you 100,000 already?
Yes, but that was that. This is this.
You'd think that
Two
would buy me a
completely
few
different
days.
things.
Send me
No,
an
All right, well,
invoice.
anyway, she locks up behind her. You know, you've already turned the close sign, as you know, the open sign, all right, is turned off. The blinds are already drawn. She says she'll be back in the morning. Then, if it's a normal shift, she will just. She needs to cancel appointments because you have patients that were scheduled tomorrow. She's pretty sure Dr. Lazarus is not coming back. Yeah, we'll have to tap another doctor. We do have a list of providers, so I'll take care of that in the morning. Bagel? Cream cheese
Bran
and
muffins. Bran muffins, if you can.
Muffins,
Raisin
okay.
bran. Raisin bran.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pick that up on the way in.
Please. Oh, no.
Oh,
fresh
we'll need
baked,
another.
fresh baked.
And she steps with her high heels on Bob's face. We'll need another one of these as well.
And a doormat got it.
Well, you know, the body that runs the copies and does all the forms and whatever else he did around here. But can you get one less creepy this time?
You know, why don't you put an ad in the paper and hire whoever you
Ooh.
think is you like. It's
Perfect.
important that you like who you hire.
Dentist office seeking 6'2" chiseled man in early 30s to do light paperwork.
Without a shirt on. Yeah, I know where this is going. As long as he doesn't get in the way.
Right. Well, yeah. So she tells you she'll be back in the morning. She seems completely unfazed by any of the things that went on tonight.
Sounds
Still
good.
makes some really good muffins while she was here during all of it, but she's left behind.
You can never
There
give
wasn't
up
a
on-
huge mess made. Somewhat. She's cleaned up most of it.
There's always tomorrow. Why do today what you
Yeah.
can do tomorrow?
All right. So what are you guys gonna do? Tetra, you've come in to do some negotiations. This man is well. He's got a bag over his head now, so he's not exactly talking very much. He's trying very hard not to asphyxiate. Breathing very slowly with his head down so the air goes down the bag and not up into the bag.
Yeah, I think we should probably fix that first. I don't think he's really chatty right now.
Yeah, but put him in an office that you're comfortable with.
Yeah, it's time to a chair. At least
Okay,
he can breathe.
he's got his hand. His hands are handcuffed behind his back. Once you place him in the chair, you can tie him down to the chair if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tie him down to the chair, just to be safe.
So, are you the businesswoman of the group then?
Uh-huh.
Look, no hard feelings. Look, this dentistry. I know this is a chain, but they're somehow part of the abduction of our wives. 5 missing people. We want them found. We've got some limited information to go on. We didn't realize that these chain dentistries were so compartmentalized, but the genetic material they're using to grow the different teeth that are used in your appointments, they come from our wives. It can't be clone cells. I did a little bit of research on it. They've got to be harvesting fresh cells, which means our wives are alive. Maybe they're being kept asleep and they're just harvesting cells as they need. I don't know, but we were lied to. We were all told that our wives had died in various accidents, buried our wives for goodness sakes. And to find out that they may still be alive, I mean, what would you do?
Oh. Okay, so is there anything like specific about their wives that make their genetic material more desirable, or?
Well, from what I understand, just digging around, you've got different blood types, and the teeth work with different people, so they needed a larger genetic base, and it just happened to be that our 5 wives are like the perfect structures they needed. I'm not a biologist. Look,
All right. Is there a role for negotiation?
Yes,
well,
negotiation.
tell me what you want.
Negotiation. Yeah, I was
far,
gonna
he's just
say, yeah, I'm
telling
trying.
you- he's telling you what he wants so far. That's all we've heard
Mhm.
from this. Okay, so find our wives.
Okay.
Keep saying our wives. There's 5 wives, but there's only 2 people here. You didn't kill the bomb lady, did you? She's just out.
Yeah, she's just unconscious. And
Yeah.
her bomb disarmed.
Correct.
Very important, the bomb disarmed part.
Mm-hmm.
And also taken from her, I believe. She does
Yes,
not
yes.
have possession of the bomb. Elena has a nice new bomb to play with.
So who is our?
Well, look, our group. There's 3 more of us in the group. We didn't want to risk everything on this in case things went south, like it did. So yeah, there's 3 more.
Okay, and where are they?
Well, now we get to the meat of it. You got us, your friend Pinball there. I think he'd rather just execute us. But look, there's some money. There's some potential. Well, not potential. There is money involved in this. But unless we get some kind of agreement, I'm not going to tell you who else is part of this.
Okay, wonderful. So how much do you want for that?
Well, you tell me. I want you to retrieve, or preferably retrieve, 5 missing persons. If you tell us they're dead, or you tell us that they're brain dead and just their bodies are being kept alive, I mean, bring me proof. Prefer that, of course, if it's possible and they are alive, we want them back alive. But look, we just want some closure here.
All right.
What are your rates?
Well, that is very negotiable.
Of course. I mean,
What are you willing to work with?
2,
look,
3.
your friend Pinball there seems to want liquid assets, things that we can get a hold of quickly. Look, we can burn all of our bank accounts and we can get together, say, maybe a mill to start with. And if it ends up being cakewalk for you guys, call it a mill. If it ends up being more work than you anticipated, we'll talk.
Well, that sounds pretty reasonable. Unless anyone else has any objections.
No, again, we want them back if they're alive. So
Right.
I don't want just a text or phone call telling me where they are. We want them back if they're alive. If they're not alive, the bodies are just being kept alive. You bring a solid proof, that's enough. The bodies would be better.
I have a question. Do you know that these people are all being kept in the same place, or are you expecting us to do 5 different raids against different places? Do you know?
Oh, that's a good point.
What I've been able to track down, it's likely they're all kept in the same place. The harvest period, the tissue growing. I mean, that requires a pretty tricked out laboratory. I can't imagine they've got too many of these places.
Mm-hmm.
I had a plan, but unfortunately I was net running, so I left to hire someone.
Oh.
I hear they're very expensive.
Oh yeah, extremely. Can we get $1.5 million or something if we're gonna have to hire someone for net running?
Hey, look, $1 million. We're gonna have to liquidate everything to get a hold of $1 million. You want $1.5 million? I can do it $1.5 million, but I'm gonna need a few days to sell off some of our belongings.
Man, he is bad at negotiating, or he really loves his wife. I don't know which.
Well, yeah, because the net runner is going to be expensive. Then there's the risk that we don't 100% know that they're all
No,
in
I
the
get
same
it.
lab, even though, yeah.
I get it. I'm telling you, we'll burn everything we have that's liquid. We'll get you everything. It's going to be close to $1 million. We'll make it $1 million. You want another half? We're going to need some time to sell off some assets. We'll do it.
That's perfectly reasonable.
I mean, this dentistry was this was a dead end. This was the last bit of info I had. If this didn't pay out, I don't know where to go from here. So if you're pros, you got current connections, which I don't. I've got friends that'll help. They're mostly all retired though, so this was it.
And we do. So, yes, I will settle for that. Let's just go with the $1.5 million.
All right.
Look,
you
sidebar
want
real
to
quick.
give you.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Okay.
I take Tetra aside a little bit. I mean, maybe you could ask to see how deep his connections with the police actually go. I mean, having some police favors may go a long way.
Well, yeah, you do have a point.
All right, sidebar ended.
So tell me about your police connections.
And like I said, it was a long time ago. I was in the force. All of my connections were retired, but they've got kids in the force still. We got our ways. Local, I mean, if you need information, we can get you information. That's easy. You need a 911 call overlooked, you can probably do that. You need somebody taking out a booking, can't guarantee we can do that, but it's possible. You want to get out of jail free card, an absolution of all of your murderous intents. That we can't do that.
Just
Oh.
checking, you said you had connections to old world tech. What about, say, a carburetor for a V8 Mustang? And
got
her name
V8.
of it is a terrible parts I have no idea about.
He's like, well, we got
Yeah,
the
I mean-
Mustang. If you want the whole car, or you just want the carburetor. I can do either or.
Ooh, I know people. Yes, okay. Because the one previous night market, there was that guy that was selling antique cars as well.
As long as you want it in black.
Oh, if only we could ever paint a car.
No, you just cover the nano mesh can be whatever the hell you want it to be.
Look, hey,
Can I have my
Leonard,
million and a half of those sort of contacts?
you give me an agent. Oh, wait, are they agents in this game? I keep getting this crossed. Are they agents?
Agents.
What are they called?
Agents.
Yeah. You give me an
Yeah.
agent. I'll transfer everything I've got in my bank now. Let me get a hold of everyone else. You're gonna have to wake her up. We'll get you a mill here in the next hour. You need another half mill. Give me a few days.
Some of these connections might be more useful than the money. I know some of us want money. I say looking at pinball, but some of us may want other things.
We should take some of the money up front for expenses that we
Oh
will
yeah,
need.
we're probably
yeah,
taking
of
the
course.
money up front.
Yeah, and then we can negotiate, the rest of the payment in money or contacts.
Assuming
I guess.
it all works out.
Of course it will. Why would it not?
So we got a deal.
We have a deal.
All right. Well, your friend over there's got the handcuff keys. Why don't you get me an agent? I'll get you all of my assets. I'll contact everyone else. Hey, you in the med tech shirt. You want to look at my friend on the floor there, see if she's still alive? You get her back and conscious. She'll deplete her funds too. We'll get that to you right now.
I hand Tetra a burner phone.
Okay.
I have them on my shoes. Like, I bought these.
How many of these do you have?
Let me
As
double check.
many as the local 7-Eleven had on the shelf.
Quite a few. Let's see.
So yeah, if you take off his handcuffs, he doesn't get out of the chair. He's trying to make himself as deferential to you as possible. He's making slow movements. He
3. I have 3.
takes the burner phone, downloads his bank app onto it. He knows all his passwords by heart, dials it in. He's like, okay, well, give me a number to send it to.
Okay, number provided.
I got just shy of 300,000 myself here. This is my account. Yeah, you see the transfer happen. You get her up. She's probably got another 250, 300 herself. Let me make some calls. I'll get it all together. I'll get you the mill in about an hour.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay. Laszlo, why don't you give me a medtech roll on the unconscious woman on the floor?
Because then I will have to actually make a roll.
Yes, you will.
Choice desperately. There we are. Yeah.
Let's do
You want a med tech?
No.
Go
I
ahead.
want a med tech roll rather than a first aid roll.
First aid would be fine, actually. Yeah. Sorry.
And there's nothing like a take 10 where you just take an average roll result if you don't know how to find
No,
it.
because you can always roll real bad, so I want to see the roll. In this case, that's great.
Yeah.
You've got essentially some smelling salts. You check her eyes. She doesn't have concussion, just slow kind of getting back up.
She doesn't have concussion. Pinball, what the hell is wrong with you?
It's a knockout stun prod. What do you want from me?
He starts talking to her, telling her what's going on. She looks very apprehensive at first. I think Pinball, you hog-tied her, so she's tied up anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so okay, so she agrees readily. It's like, yeah, hand over that burner phone here. I've got 285. That's everything. But yeah.
We'll take it.
I'm John, by the way. This is Marcy.
Oh, are you wanting to give us last names too?
I mean,
We'll get to that. You'll need to know them to find our wives.
I was gonna say.
We'll need
Don't
to
worry,
know
it's
if
on your
it's
bank
true.
account transfer that you just gave us.
It is. I mean, yeah, he's not trying to obfuscate anything. She wires over every last bit of her account as well, 285. And John says, look, okay, let me get a hold of the 3 other people. We'll get you that mill. We can do it right here. Give us an hour. And he takes the phone, and he doesn't go for like a private corner or anything. So he talks loud enough that you can hear him, so that there's no misunderstanding that he's trying to, do anything wise here. He explains the situation to 3 other folks on the phone, and just slowly over time, you start getting money show up in your account. During this hour, though, are you guys going to be doing anything else?
Counter surveillance.
I need to have a word with Marius and possibly also Tetra.
Okay, go ahead.
Do that.
Have your word.
Basically, the way I'm thinking is that we flag in the system that we need replacement for the organs or whatever the heck it was that Leslie has. We found in the thing, and we track the thing through this. We track the request through the system and see where it gets pinged off to fulfill, and where it gets fulfilled is the place where they're being kept. So we need to track that through the system, which is, I don't even know if Netrunner can do that in this universe, but that's the best I've got right this minute.
So Marius, the genetic samples that are used to grow teeth as you need them, this is think of this as like a McDonald's, right? All their stuff is prepackaged and it comes from corporate in a box. So like you just have a number that you call to say how many samples you need, and it shows up in 24 hours in a refrigerated pack.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why we need someone to access corporate to track it through the system.
Do we have connection? Do you have an invoice to tell us where corporate is so we can go there?
Well, you have a phone number to call. That's it.
Oh, can we geolocate the phone number?
Well, tell me how you do it, because remember, there's no global network of any sort. So how do you go about finding out how that phone number is attached?
Sounds like a net thing.
Well, I guess we should hire that netrunner you were talking about.
Yeah. Tetra, do you know a good netrunner who can track this sort of thing down?
I should, yes. Find one.
All right, first one coming up, Marius. Well, shit. We're all screwed. Can we tell that if this is a phone number associated with like a device or a location?
Well, you can tell by the phone number that it has to go through multiple relays. Think of it as long distance.
Okay.
Yep. So those listening in, Cyberpunk Red, there is no global network because bad things happened. Right. So networks are fairly localized, and they have to hop from node to node to get anywhere in distance. So looking at the number, it will take multiple hops. So it's essentially a long distance number.
But if you get the thing within 24 hours, we aren't Amazon here. We don't have drones dropping it off, so it's possible they're the local centre they're getting it from, and that's what we want is a local centre. We don't care about corporate itself. We want the local distribution.
That's good.
That's where you got to check it too. That's where you got to check it too. So we don't care about corporate. So we just care about we just want to get to the point of where they get the stuff from. And that's where we want to go. That is hopefully local. And hopefully within the realms of the game, otherwise we're going to be globe-trotting across other cities. And it'll be a very weird adventure.
Could we just order more?
Well, no, that's where you have to order it to trigger it. But we need someone in the corporate system to track it where it's going and where it's sent off to.
And we can just stick Pinball in the back with his guns.
So Marius, if you want to do this as a net run, if you want to essentially trace the signal through multiple hops and to see where it is being received, you can do that. Or you can try and do that.
Where they send the request for parts to. Those parts in a very liberal sense here. That's what we need to track through the system through the course. We need to see where the request for parts end up. It's not just where do I send my request, where do it end up.
Do we have a tracker? Why don't we just order and then track them?
Because it's a phone number that you can call talk. It's not.
Yeah, but they got
phone number in the internet sense. Yeah.
Well, I guess we can try both.
Actually, if they turn up and deliver, you just grab the deliverer, the courier, and track that back. That's a possibility. Yeah, we can do that too. Yeah, might be a bit easier.
Might as well. At least we can track the phone number. We can try tracking the phone number now and then do a delivery later, if we want, right? So.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do what I can to do what I think might work.
Sure. So you were taught how to do this as part of your training. You call this number, and like there's nothing other than like a tone telling you that the phone is picked up, and then you tell them how many of which sample you need, and that's it. Like there's no voice. You assume there's some recorder on the other end, and then it just shows up in 24 hours.
Okay.
So if you want to ride along this time,
let's do it.
all right. So you're having to trace the route of this. If you've got any software that will help you to trace.
I have a program to help me increase all backdoor checks.
That's not really the same thing.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay, then it's just the base roll, nothing added to it.
Okay. Roll interface. Oh, that's much better than usual.
That's actually really good. So you trace it from hop to hop as it's making its way through Night City. It does hit several nodes, but the thing that you notice is that it seems to be, it doesn't make sense. It's not like it's hopping from node to node just to get distance, because some of it's backtracking. Looks like someone is doing it specifically to obfuscate where the end is. But you make it through. Now, you've got to the other side, but you don't know exactly where it is, because now there is a gate here. So you need to get through the protocols to get into the machine that it eventually dumps you at.
Okay.
Okay, so you do have some software for this, I believe. Passkey.
I don't have a passkey. I have something to increase Pathfinder checks, but that's not it. Damaging. Attack. I have a black ice, but it's not in memory. I got nothing special.
So you've got nothing that helps you get through basically a locked door. So there is an action to get through doors. Here, net architecture. Let me get to it real quick. Digital rule books. Fun. Yeah. You have a list of your. There's 5 things that you can do.
Oh. I used to know this at one time. I think you can open a door, but hang on.
There you go. Doing things in the net. List of net actions. This is
Actions.
Okay, so back door is the action. So did you say you had some software that adds the back door?
Yeah, I have a worm.
Okay.
It's called worm. It increases my back. It increases my backdoor checks by 2.
Perfect. Okay, so go ahead and make the check. Add 2 to it since you've got the software.
Okay, so roll bonus 2. It's a Marius roll.
Okay, so you're not able to get through, but you do get the prompt.
Okay.
The prompt is NorCal.
Oh, okay. I know who to call for NorCal. I will disconnect, jack out.
Yep.
Get myself a muffin and brew some more coffee. And Nancy didn't leave me a forwarding number, did she?
Oh yeah, you have all of her employee information, so you can call her if you want to.
Nancy, remember Nancy the cook?
Oh, that Nancy. Sorry. No, you've got a couple of burner numbers you can try.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go away from Pinball so he doesn't shoot me.
Okay.
And see if I can reach Nancy.
Okay. So you start calling. Two of the numbers, they just dial and nothing's picked up. One of them is kind of like it's her voice, like ran through a really bad vocal processor, and it tells you, "Feeling cute, might murder someone tonight. Leave a message."
I totally. Hey, Nancy, it's Marius. Long time no talk. I'm getting awfully hungry. Hope to see you again soon. I may have a job for you, so get in contact with me as soon as possible. I'll buy dinner this time. Okay, bye. I'll give her my contact info, obviously.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go back to Tetra and, sidebar with Tetra a bit. And I'm like, I traced it back to NorCal. So I don't know if we need to increase the rate for this one. This one might get pricey.
Yeah, I think we do.
So I'll leave that in your hand. Oh, that's the coffee pot. I'm going to go. Do you want some coffee? I'll just hand out coffees to people and some muffins.
It's been chiming out for the last 5 minutes. Your coffee is done. Your coffee is done. When you finally get to it, your coffee is burnt. Your coffee is burnt.
That's perfect then. Thank you, Mr. Coffee.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's so polite. Politest coffee maker ever. So yeah, everyone gets coffee and some stale muffin. Well, getting stale muffin. Well,
hey, it's not even day old. It's hours old muffin.
Hours old muffin. It's perfect. It's just perfect. I love that crunchy crust on it.
Meanwhile, there's still a body on the floor.
Whose body is it?
It's just like it was just one of the helpers here at the office. Like, there's only 3 employees: Marius, the secretary, and this guy who's just kind of like the gopher.
Well, what about the manager? Wasn't he
Well,
here?
the manager doesn't really work here. He's got a manager's office in the back, but he's not on the employee chart.
He was
There
here
was
last time
He
we were
was.
here.
Yeah, no, but
Is he not here for this
yeah.
attack as well?
Yeah, you guys rescued him and dropped him off at a hospital. So
Yeah, Dr. Lazarus was here, but he paid the get rescued by pinball fee.
he may never be seen again.
Oh, okay. I was going to check him out. Oh well. I guess I'll. I don't really care about the body that's on the floor. I'm not
No,
contracted to do anything with it, so
The secretary left a vacuum cleaner on his face.
Nah. We need bigger Roombas.
So no one's really doing anything in that hour other than your quick talk. So
I guess I'll take a look at their supplies and verify these people's story that it appears to all come from the same place.
That's the thing
Presumably
that
they've
you had, Laszlo, that you took away that container.
Oh,
of
that was
supplies.
all the things from the safe. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that was what we were talking about.
Oh,
yeah, so you still have all of their genetic material in your little freezer thing, your little cryo chamber.
Laszlo, question for you.
Yes.
Sidebar. So, you have the genetic material, yes?
From the safe. Yes, I have that.
How about you ask John if any of them have any kids? Because if they have kids, then you could probably do a paternity test against the DNA that you do have to see if they actually are the wives.
Yes, I was thinking a similar lines. I was gonna see. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. I can do that. Yes. So yeah.
Good. I will go back to staring into the middle distance out this window, looking for all threats. That I do not expect to come, but that is when I am not looking out the window is when the threats come. So I have to stay out the window to keep them at bay.
Give me a counter surveillance roll, or you can just do perception. Either one is fine.
It's kind of the only skill for it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Awareness, perception. Does that go up? 18. If it includes threats, which presumably it does.
Not really threats, but that's a good number. You see something odd. Traffic lights going down the main street that would pass right by the dental office suddenly all turn green. Like all at once. Just a green light all the way down the main street. It's fairly late at night. There's not a lot of traffic, but what traffic there is, it was sudden enough that some people are honking horns as they were trying to pass through other intersections.
Everybody get down! And out the back door.
Oh,
Quickly
God.
now. The lights are green. Drive by. That's what Pinball's instincts are telling him. That
Okay.
They are about to suffer a drive-by.
Pinball is going out the back door. Everyone else, John's coming along with you as you're Tetra. Your agent is showing that money is slowly trickling into your accounts. You're not quite at $1 million yet, but it's rolling in.
Quick, must get Sebastian to safety. Go.
Move. Yeah.
Everybody else has conveniently stayed inside the building. That is going to they have not said they are moving.
I prop up. We got a dead body here already, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I prop that up at the window and then leave. So if they're doing a drive-by, then maybe they'll shoot this person down and they'll get the blame for it.
That's a solid idea.
Okay.
So, are we going into Elena's van?
I have,
Oh, we have
my
my van. We have Leslie's van.
ambulance.
There are two. Yeah, there are two.
I mean, I can probably fit you all in there, but some of you will have to lie flat in the back because that's generally how it works.
There's not a lot of seats in the back. There's a
Split the
lot of
party.
people to lay down.
Split the party. Split the party. Split the party.
Right. Which vehicle is in the outermost spot that can get out easiest?
Doesn't matter. Probably Laszlo's. Laszlo's probably double parked outside using the power of his ambulance to do whatever it wants to do.
Then Pinball has gotten into Elena's van.
Okay. So what I need to know is where's Marius going?
Oh, he's leaving.
But where? Which vehicle are you taking?
Oh, I'll just take the closest one. No, you know what? I'll take the most comfortable one, so that'll be Elena's.
Unless you want to lay down, in which case that would be Laszlo's.
Oh, yeah.
But I've never been in one of those vehicles. I got to think that they're not as soft, and because the people that are in there generally don't complain about the comfort.
I mean, I've never had any complaints, so
All right, sold. All right, I'm going in the ambulance.
Okay. Which direction do you guys take off? Opposite directions? Are you staying together?
I think opposite to start with. Because then we could
Yeah.
I'm gonna say John gets in whatever car that Pinball is taking.
Sure.
Which car is coming? Tetra.
Oh, whichever one had the most room and I can get to the quickest. I wasn't picky at all. Just leave.
Probably Leslie's.
Laszlo's it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you guys all going to the same location? Are you breaking up? What are you guys doing?
You guys want to go get some breakfast?
The lights along the interstate heading this way, or not interstate, along the main street heading this way are still all green.
I just go in a direction.
Okay.
I'll contact the others by agent afterwards to arrange a meetup somewhere. But
Okay.
just
So you guys basically split. Good enough.
Yep.
You guys go. Laszlo, you're driving. Marius and Tetra, you guys are also in Laszlo's EMT van. Why don't both of you guys roll me perception checks?
Okay. Fighting performance. Awareness.
Okay, so Tetra did well. How about Marius?
I got 11.
At 11. Okay, you both do well. It's late enough at night that there really isn't a lot of traffic, so it's rather easy to spot the military police Jeep that is coming down the main street, kind of slowly creeping along. You see it kind of go into where the dentist office is, but then it makes like a quick turn and starts following. It's heading in your direction.
About those rocket launchers.
Not with you. Back at the hotel, or back at the Coffin Motel.
Wish we had those.
Yep. Pinball, in your vehicle, you're probably keeping an eye out. Everything looks fine. Traffic is normal for this time of night. Nobody seems to be following you.
Huh. Good thing I got us out of there when we did. Nothing bad will happen now. Just drive casual, Elena. Everything is fine. So, Elena, you're the one driving. Where are we going?
This way.
Excellent. I like that way.
That way looks well lit.
It's well lit. And hey, all the lights are with us.
Okay. So Laszlo, it seems hesitant at first, but it's definitely, kind of going in your direction, and then it seems to make up its mind as lights flash on it, and it speeds up. And it's a Jeep, so you can see there's a driver and somebody in the passenger seat. Their person in the passenger seat is kind of standing up, gripping the window, motioning you to pull over.
Oh, we're having a lights flashing competition, are we? Well, it is time for me to flash my lights in the zoo offer.
You also
I
have the
know.
ability to change lights, by the way. All the ambulances have the little prompt buttons in them, so you can get fast.
All right, well, yeah, time to go fast.
Okay, give me a driving roll, please. As
No, thank you.
turn on your lights and jet off, they are going to follow. You see the guy that is in the passenger side slings over like an assault rifle. He's got it kind of leaning over the top window like he's trying to get a bead, but these Jeeps really aren't built for speed, so it's very bumpy. But go ahead and give me a
Really
driving
don't think that's
check.
going to matter having looked at my driving skill. So- All right, let's find out. 12. I mean, that's a better than average roll.
Oh,
Okay.
that's pretty good.
It's a lot of dice.
Your ambulance is definitely built for speed over what this Jeep is. So you are outdistancing them. They are keeping up pretty well. At least they're keeping you in their sight. And the person that's got the rifle, it looks like he's really hesitating to take a shot. You are in kind of a public area. I mean, there's a few pedestrians out, but it doesn't look like they're willing to risk taking the shot. So they're just trying to keep up at this point. You haven't lost them yet, but you have pulled ahead. You're probably going at near top speed of what this ambulance can do. Do you want to do anything fancy, or do you just want to try to outrace them?
I have a
straight away.
plan. When-
Okay.
You said I have the thing which can change
Yes.
the lights.
It'll
So-
give you a green. You can't necessarily make something turn red, but you can get greens.
Right, but
Yeah.
if I can get a green going in the other direction, then the
Oh.
cars will come and block the
Oh,
way.
hey,
or
that is
smash
smart.
into it.
That is smart. I like that. All right, I'm going to make them do a driving check then.
Sit there pushing the button all the time. I do not need to be good at driving. I just need to be good at not crashing. Oh damn!
Okay, so they do weave through traffic, but it is definitely slowing them down to the point where you now have passed them by. You're no longer in line of sight.
I
So you
drove
don't hear the
late.
sound of like an accident behind you, but you've slowed them down enough that you pulled ahead. What do you want to do now?
I don't look at the other two in the car, but hang on. What now? Help! I'm out of ideas.
We call Pinball to come up and shoot them. Why is he not in here? He likes these kind of things. Well, if it gets behind us, what we could do is open the back doors and start pushing gurneys out. Maybe it'll crash. And if that fails, we can take these bags of plasma and start throwing it on the windshield.
Nice.
And if all that fails, I'll just shoot him with my gun.
Laszlo, are you continuing to go fast? Or are you slowing down?
I guess we're still trying to outrun these people, so yeah.
Well, a few minutes go by, and if you're keeping the foot heavy on the gas, they don't show up in your rear view. You just entered a new neighborhood. You've been using your gadget to get all the green lights. You don't see them behind you.
I look up. They haven't got a helicopter on us or something instead.
Smart. I mean, there are some drones flying around, but that's normal. You don't see anything else really that's...
Okay. And then...
Oh, gee, Elena, I am so glad this escape has gone so swimmingly.
You guys are fine. Yeah.
This has gone without a hitch. I can't believe it's gone so well.
You don't think those guys that were potentially chasing us are actually the ones we want to talk to about what's going on? We actually probably may have wanted to talk to them.
Doctor Who? Chasing who? I mean, if they were being chased, I'm sure they would have actually called by now. They're fine. We'll meet up later. And after that segue, back to the main events.
Okay. You don't seem to be being followed anymore. You're going through the college district now.
Lights and sirens off and slow
Tetra,
down so that we're
the
not...
last of the millions hit the account.
Oh, well, at least there's that. I tell whoever's in the car with me. There's some decent news, at least.
I look around at the three of us who are in here with none of the others. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not really the fighting type here.
No.
Well, shall we go to Denny's?
Yeah, sure, we got $1 million. We might as well, right?
Right.
It is a very expensive place.
1 million slices of bacon, please.
It's that new Grand Slam they have. You know.
Celebratory dinner at Denny's. I'll message everyone else.
Okay. You pull into the parking lot. Yeah, this is a 24-hour place. It's Denny's with an I. Yeah. They sell. Well, the back area actually has. They have coops and actual chickens back there, so the eggs are fresh. It's one of the favorite night places. They've got some great coffee here. Sit down, get a meal.
What?
You said you tell everybody else.
What else is around here? I'm just wondering, should we park across the street?
You're near the college campus right now.
Oh, so probably nothing open. All right. Yeah. Well, once Pinball gets here and his firearms are on display and loaded and ready to go, then we can eat.
What's this about setting my arms on fire?
No, not your arms, just your firearms.
Elena, Pinball, by the time you arrive, you get the message. I assume you are arriving. Some late night breakfast.
See? Without the hitch, if it was a problem, they would have chosen Waffle House for the likely combat that would break out.
Okay.
But no, Denny's. Everything is good.
There's a lot of college students kind of streaming in and out. Most people are walking. There are not a lot of cars in the lot, but one car does gather your attention. It's a military police Jeep. One guy is staying behind the wheel. He seems to be checking his tires, kind of looking over. The other guy is out. He's got something in his hand, looking for directionality of something. He goes over to Laszlo's EMT vehicle. Looks like he's taking a photograph of the plates.
And we're inside at this point?
You're inside at this point. Yeah.
So they just showed up kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pinball. Is that them? Is it them? Because did we see them close enough to know that that's them?
You saw it was an EMT, or excuse me, you saw that it was a military police Jeep and that there were 2 people in it. They were dressed in fatigues.
We can't
what we thought.
identify them as the same people.
Yeah.
It'd be a pretty huge
Oh,
coincidence
you are
if
calling
it
me
was.
now, Marius. What is up? I'm here at the Denny's parking lot.
No,
Don't
we're all
worry,
in-
Elena's here.
Yeah. So these guys over here, that are scoping out the ambulance.
Well, you guys are inside. You don't see this happening. Just Pinball and
we
Elena
don't?
see
Oh,
this.
okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Never mind.
Oh, he is not calling me. Never mind. I am having an
So-
imaginary conversation.
Waiting for
I
you
am
to come
fine.
inside.
One person staying with the Jeep. The other person kind of like takes off his military cap, puts it in his pocket. He kind of does a check of himself. He doesn't have a rifle at this point. You think he probably does have a sidearm, but he doesn't have a rifle. Anyway, he kind of combs his hair back and he steps into the diner. You guys probably took a booth where you can observe people coming in and out, and it's been mostly college students for the last half hour you've been waiting. You've already got your stacks of waffles and everything else on the table. Having a good meal, lots of coffee flowing. When somebody dressed in military fatigues walks in, he's got his agent out. He's kind of looking around, and then he kind of stops and is kind of pointed at the direction of your booth. He kind of looks up, kind of makes contact with you with the table for a moment, puts his agent away, walks over to the register. Looks like he's ordering some food.
Anyone else feel this is incredibly weird?
Me and Elena inside by now, or no?
You can be if you want to be.
Elena.
We were outside seeing the military people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, shall we head inside, or shall we do
What?
something?
Well, does John have any reaction, or do we drop John off? Have we dropped John off somewhere?
John he doesn't have any reaction at all.
So, John, you want to join us with Denny's? I think it is on us. Least we could do. You have paid us all.
Well, I don't have a cent left in my account, so if it's on you, sure.
Here, let me uncuff you, and but I will keep the bag handy for old time's sake.
Yeah. All the transfers have been
here's your
made.
cigarettes.
Oh, thank you.
Shall we get a smoking booth? I mean, what are anti-smoking laws these days?
There aren't any. You just had
Exactly.
a nuclear explosion happen in this city not that long ago. They really don't care about smoking and not smoking anymore. The whole place is smoking.
So yes, we'll get you a smoking booth. Hey, those military police. You know anything about them? I mean, civilian police, military police, basically the same thing.
Not really. I mean,
Yes,
military
that
police
was
have their
hyperbole.
own-
I know.
They have their own structure. I mean, technically, they don't have any powers outside of the base. You have a problem with them?
They took a picture of the ambulance. So yes, I have a problem with them.
Yeah, that's weird. Well, legally speaking, they don't have any jurisdiction outside of the base. They're not police
Outside the base.
outside of the base.
See,
Did
this
Marius
I know.
tell us about NorCal pinging around when he was doing his thing?
I don't know if
He
Marius.
mentioned it to Tetris.
Yeah, I think that's the
Tetris.
only person. Inside, as you guys, I guess, are deciding to walk to the door, the MP has got his order on training. He's walking over to your table, Laszlo, Marius, and Tetra. And he kind of looks around your booth and says, mind if I join you?
I get my gun ready, Han Solo style, under the table, ready to shoot.
Okay. You see that he does have a sidearm and a holster. Both of his hands are on the tray, though.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
So are
we
you
do
going to
mind.
shoot first? Yeah.
I'm not going to shoot yet. I'm just waiting to shoot.
Okay.
And we're going to be lucky if I shoot anywhere in his direction. But that's
That's her in the knee.
we'll wait until that needs to be
Safety, I
determined.
sit directly opposite Marius, so that, you know.
It's the safest place.
Well, he slides into the booth, and he's reaching for the opposite side of where his gun is. He puts an agent down on the table, and he puts another agent down on the table. And he turns on the one agent, and he looks around the table and says, "Which one of you is Marius?"
I slink down just a little more.
I doubt anyone there was poker face except maybe Tetra.
Okay. Well, he turns on the one agent, slides it across the table to you, and you see the message that you just left Nancy.
I sit up straighter, and I put my gun now above the table, right at him.
Hey, we're in a public place. Put it away. Just need to have
I
a
don't think I
conversation with
will.
you.
I don't think I will. I think you have some explaining to do.
He kind of looks around, and some of the college people have noticed that there's a gun on your table.
That's
And
great.
most of them are just like, "Oh, this is going to get interesting," dipping their fries in the ketchup and watching. Pinball Elena, if you walk in, so like you see this MP just thinking he's got a seat next to your friends. Both his hands are on the table. He seems to be talking to Marius as he gets his fork and starts putting a waffle bit in his mouth.
So I knew this would be Marius's fault as I sit next to the MP. You know, in Marius's direct line of fire because he's that bad of a shot.
And you guys see that Marius has got a gun on the table.
I know, it makes me Pinball a little proud. Yes, see, you got to be aggressive about these things, Marius. When you point a gun at a person, you do not pussyfoot around. You point a gun at them. Very good. You have learned something.
Yeah.
You may be worthy of a red belt now.
Aw, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
I know, and it's red because you bleed all over it. Because you are going to get yourself shot.
Well, we'll deal with that if it happens.
So the MP is moving very slow. He's slowly chewing his food. He says, "Look, just need to ask some questions."
Of course
feel
you
the light.
do. You might want to ask what caliber that gun is. It looks like a 45 to me. So you've been following my friend here, it looks like.
No, I've been following the cell phone that called this cell phone.
And Pinball immediately looks over at Marius. Marius, did you forget I told you Nancy was dead?
Oh, is she?
You didn't
Yeah,
tell me
he
she was
kinda-
dead. What?
Yeah,
I
he
told you
kinda
she
looked
was
over at
dead!
you.
I told you she was dead. Her bounty has been collected.
I think I would remember if she was dead. I never went to the funeral.
You all know Nancy then. That's
We're
one
not
question.
talking to you. Hang on. We're dealing with something else right now.
We're talking right now. Be quiet.
Yeah.
He puts his hands up and just
Eat your hash browns
takes a
and
bite
shut
of his
up.
waffles. Breaks the egg yolk over his hash browns.
You
When
are
did Nancy
far
die?
too obsessed with this woman. She wasn't even that nice or pretty. She just cooked for you.
What are you
I'm
talking about?
sorry
She was super nice.
She's an international assassin, also, says the MP.
Look, you're not
just
helping.
because she went to Mexico once, she gets the international assassin. I mean, technically, she's an international assassin working for you if she goes out to Night City and kills someone.
Allegedly
yes.
assassin. We don't have proof. I never saw it
Oh,
happen.
no, we have proof.
They have they have proof.
Look, your part in this is to just watch, not talk. You don't have any lines. We're not paying. We're not paying the union.
He just kind of
Shut up.
smiles and then just puts some hash brown and egg in his mouth.
You're getting really close to me throwing something at you.
Hopefully it's a bullet because I don't know what you have a gun pulled on them.
Probably
Not
more
pull a
accurate.
gun if you. Did you remember to chamber the bullet?
I look at the gun. I'm like, I think so. I don't. How do I? And I point it up and pull the trigger.
Make a luck check. Roll me a D100 and just say high or low.
Oh, I'm gonna go low.
Can't get much lower than that. Well, you fire off a round. People start scattering for the doors. The wait staff all go behind the counter and they push a button, and there's this like bulletproof partitions drop down around the cash register.
Oh, look, see, I loaded it. I know what I'm doing.
You
I'm
weren't
like,
sure.
Sorry, that was an accident. Just go back to your business.
You were not sure.
Well, but now we have proof. Now you know what, you can't prove it.
That you just
I
did.
totally meant to do
enough.
that. I meant to do that. It's an accident, folks. Just go back. Sorry, it won't
Did you
happen
mean to
again.
do that, or was it an accident? Make up your mind.
Listen, we've moved past that part of the conversation now. Let's go back to Nancy being dead. And how did that happen? When did this happen? There was no funeral. I wasn't invited, and she would have totally invited me to her funeral.
Dead people don't invite anybody to a funeral.
So you say. How many funerals have you been to?
Well, he starts counting off and listing some. So there was Street Sammy, there was Jose Jumper, there was the previous Sherlock Homie.
Pinball, do you have like the sixth sense sort of thing when someone is offering aggressiveness towards you as one of your
Yes, I do.
roll traits? Why don't you roll that for me? And this is a dangerous situation.
So that would be perception. 20.
Okay. So you see the man at your table, the MP, makes eye contact with the other MP outside that's conveniently placed, so like they're right across from your booth on the other side, and he's got a military rifle trained on your table and scope on it, and you see the guy at the table just like a very small, shaking his head no as he continues to eat.
Don't worry, it's like, of course I'm aware of the sniper.
Wait, there's a sniper?
Not you.
I go to military man. You said you were alone.
I never said I was alone.
Well, I wish you had said you were alone. What does it matter?
So this is about Nancy. Nancy's dead. Is that all you need to know?
Wait, I'm not done with this Nancy being dead thing. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. Where's the proof? Bring me her head.
It would make a lot of things easier if Nancy were dead, and we're just trying to confirm that.
Why?
Are you willing to talk to me, or are you going to continue to bigger with each other?
I'll do you one better. So, I forward him the bounty information that was on Nancy that says claimed.
Oh, we're quite aware of that.
So talk to them. If they ask for proof of deceased, they would know better than I. This is how I know Nancy is dead.
We followed that lead, and it was inconclusive.
See,
So now,
Yes.
we would like to talk to your friend who apparently knows Nancy well enough to have one of her burner phones on his speed dial.
He's also
Sorry.
dumb enough to actually call it.
Yes.
Look, what do you
Yes, he was. With his own cell phone.
I know. See, Marius, I should leave you to these nice police people that have no jurisdiction in this town, but
You
do
just
have a
wanna
gun
talk.
trained on you.
Just want to talk. Look, this Nancy is a nasty bit of work. You all look like
Don't
fairly...
you dare say that about Nancy.
Say more about Nancy. He does not ever believe
nice individuals. I don't think you really want to be caught up with an assassin like this. Look,
No,
just
she was
answer
a
a few terrible
terrible
questions.
roommate.
What are you
Roommates. She
talking
lived
about?
with
She
you.
cooked for us. She cooked
See,
great meals
she
with fresh produce.
hovered the threat of death above us at all times, killed a
Wait,
family.
let's
the first
go
time we
back to
met
that.
her.
She lived with you, so she has a room.
No,
Well, she hasn't been there in a while.
Okay.
because I made it explicitly clear she was not welcome in, the occasional booby trap in her bed, to try to kill her.
What booby trap? Sometimes I crawl in there.
So let me flip the question back on you. Was it true about the bomb in her head? Was there a bomb that would go off if she was killed?
Well, her medical records state that she did have one. Whether or not she was able to have it surgically removed later on, we don't know. But listen, your friend here is correct. We don't have any jurisdiction outside of the base. However, your friend firing that handgun, I have no doubt that police are en route now for a discharge of a firearm in a public place.
I know, he does not think very much.
It's
I
true.
mean, if he was going to shoot this gun, he should have just shot you.
You know what? I'd have probably hit your friend instead. And then where
What,
would
the
we
one
be?
outside?
Oh,
the
the one at
rifle
the
on you?
base. Yeah, who knows?
Oh, my. Tell me what, Mr. Mystery Military Policeman. Give me a card. Just give me a card. I will call you if I ever see Nancy again.
Oh, no, we really do need to ask some questions. And
Oh, fine. What is your question? Ask quickly before, the police. You only have so much time.
wipes his face off with the napkin. It's like, okay, Nancy lived with you. We're going to need to see her apartment. That's number one.
Nope. Next question.
You don't get to say no, because I'm sure the police that are arriving will listen to us far more than they will listen to you.
Not if you're dead. I do not care about your rifleman outside.
Was that
Next
a threat?
question. Damn, I thought you were smarter than this. Yes, it was a threat. Next question.
He puts his finger up in the air. Sniper shoots. All right. So you were aware that there's a sniper out there. You were prevaricating. You are causing this man to be very irritated with you.
He's
Why
irritated.
don't you roll initiative?
I will roll initiative. My initiative is good, I hope. Let's see. So, upon rolling initiative, my combat awareness should actually kick in as a +4.
Yep. If it doesn't, let me know.
It did not, so it should be a 19.
Yeah, 19. Give me a second. What was it?
The character sheet doesn't actually let me flip it around too easily.
Okay, well, you're first. That sniper is going to fire.
I'm first, and that sniper's going to fire. So he raises his finger. I immediately pull him in front of me to act as a human shield.
All right, that's a melee. You're doing brawling, basically.
That is doing brawling. So, that is combat. Body. Do you want, fighting. It's under fighting. So, what do you want? Brawl?
You don't have a weapon in hand, so it's brawl.
All right. Ooh. I rolled about as bad as I could.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
And I haven't said that I switched it over to no fumble, so we're going to go with a 11.
Yeah.
Sorry, a 9.
A 9. Okay, I do not believe that is going to be good enough. Let's see.
Well, it's contested, so maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
Ooh.
It is not good enough. And I believe in a contested roll, it's the person taking the damage, or the person that is in the altercation, is the one who lowers the least, right? Because it's all one thing.
Mm-hmm. But there is 2 attacks in brawling.
Yeah. Well, the first thing you tried to do was grab him. That failed.
That failed.
Okay. So he just avoids the grapple. So no damage done to you. So you do have another action.
And move. So, can I try it again, or?
You can try it again, or you can. Okay, so move is difficult because of how you have placed yourself around this booth. Kind of give me an idea of what you want to try and do. including a
So,
movement.
all right. So I want to basically grab him and then roll backwards out of the booth, throwing him towards the sniper. I mean, it'd be the window. It wouldn't actually hit him. So I want to body roll out of the booth.
All right. All right. So you're going to need to grapple him first. So
Okay.
let's have that roll again.
Try real good. 17.
Yeah, better. Defender wins.
Defender wins then.
Yeah. You do not have the grapple. You can still push yourself out of the booth.
I do.
Okay, so you move. You have your choice. You can go out of the booth into the restaurant proper, or I will allow you to throw yourself out the window, breaking the window to do so. Because your back is basically up against the window.
I would like to couch it as we exchange a couple of kung fu grabs and counter grabs, and I get thrown out, and I stumble through the window as a result.
Okay.
So I will go out the window.
Okay, that works. The sniper is now going to shoot.
All right. Hopefully, I'm too close for him to be in ideal range.
Never said he was shooting you.
Oh, he shoots his friend anyway. Excellent.
All right, let's see. Where is it?
Probably have a regular rifle anyway, right?
Oh no, he had a military. He had an assault rifle.
Well, I mean, that's
single
different
shot
from
though. Right. Okay. So Marius, you just got shot.
Ow. Not cool. Not cool. Am I still... Yeah, rude. Am I still alive?
You likely are. Give me a second.
I'll take that.
All right, I'm going to hit this button here.
Oh, I hope that was the potential maximum.
So damage is 21.
Okay, where do I...
Never mind the roll. I just needed the damage roll.
Alright, where do I put my... Where do I put that? I have 30.
You subtract your body armor from it.
Yep.
Oh, what?
If you have any, you may not.
I
You just came from work.
I do have body armor. Hang on, I have light armor jacket. But I only have one, even though two are listed on here. It's 11. So then I just take away 11 points from it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the difference carries.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, and your light armor jacket decreases by 1.
So its stopping power is now... Oh, its stopping power is just reduced by 1?
For every shot that goes through it, yes.
Oh, okay, but does it still take... It still removes 11.
11, yes, this time.
Oh. Oh, okay, so next time it'll remove 10 then, so... Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I
It's a
removed
blade of-
11. I've got 10 left. Or 10
Okay.
left to take.
Your wounds are in your derived stats.
Okay, hang on. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Derived stats.
Yeah, so if you look at your right underneath the statistics, you've got derived where it's got seriously wounded, death save, and humanity.
Oh, yeah. So my seriously wounded is 15.
So when you're at when you take 15 points, you are severely wounded.
Okay, so I've taken 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
So I think 20 out of 30. Okay, that looks okay.
And your hit points are at the exact top of your sheet, by the way.
That I found. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm not dead yet.
Nope.
I'm dying. Oh my god, it hurts. Oh my god, it's so painful.
All right, and since the
Laszlo!
glass is broken now,
Laszlo, help me!
you guys hear sirens, like coming up the street, pulling into the parking lot. So, let's have everyone roll initiative now.
This game
That's
here for a quiet breakfast, and you know.
Has everybody got their initiative in? I don't see pinballs.
Do I need to roll a new initiative? I had 19.
You don't. Yeah, you get to keep yours. I didn't need to re-roll his. Actually, I did for the guy outside. Okay, so you're at the top. You're outside the opposite end of the diner now. There are police cars pulling in, several of them, like half a dozen of them. There are college kids running. You do notice the police car are campus police, though. Regular police hasn't responded yet.
Whew. So, what do I observe the sniper doing?
You can't see. You're on the opposite end through the window now. You do not have a line of sight on the other sniper.
But I am in the parking lot. There's a
You're
lot
in
of
the
cars
parking lot.
around.
Yep.
I'm like in the decorative shrubbery that is around.
It's actually like paving stones that are the color of the campus mascot.
Mm-hmm. The shrubbery is plastic.
Yeah, of course, it's plastic. Yes.
So I'm going to attempt to sneak up around to the sniper. I'm using the cars for cover and such.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll. You have a lot of cover here. I'll give you a +2 to the roll.
+2? All right. We'll just remember that I have a +2. Let's see. It's under body. There we go. That comes up to 20 then.
Okay. So you still have to move all the way around. So I'll let you know when you get there or get them in sight anyway. Okay. So on the inside, the employees are now behind the bulletproof glass that fell a few moments ago. And they're all sitting there eating a little bit of hash browns, watching what's going on. Marius got shot center of mass. The MP that was wrestling with pinball has he would go next. So he has his gun out, and he kind of points it at Marius's head and said, "Look, I just want to talk."
I'd say it's a little late now. You've already shot me.
That was his initiative, just to aim at your head, basically.
All right.
And
Well, it does take an action to draw a weapon.
Mm-hmm. So who's next? That was actually outside is going to happen next. He's going to, well, first of all, he's going to see if he can see Pinball sneaking up on him. I can get my... Okay. Does not see Pinball. He is angling for a better shot. He's not shooting yet, however. So basically, he's aiming. That's at 16. So Pinball went at 18. So the 13s, you got a bunch of 13s. That's Tetra. That's Laszlo. What are you guys doing?
Marius needs healing. I will pull out some speed heal, I believe it's called. Yeah.
Pull out some speed and inject that into him.
Yes.
That might
heal.
be okay. Even that.
Speed heal, not speed.
Not speed.
You're gonna apply a flat patch, basically.
Yeah, essentially, it's one of the pharmaceuticals I can make as a medtech,
Yep.
and it will add to you whatever your body plus will is in hit points. Immediately heals an amount. So yeah,
You just have to have the bullet dug out later.
yeah,
It puts me back up to full.
yeah. It
Oh, no,
heals.
body plus will.
Whatever.
Body plus will.
Whatever
Okay.
that is.
Oh, it only puts me up 8, but that's still amazing. Thank you.
I can't do that again. All right, don't get shot again today.
Oh, I feel great. This is awesome.
Tetra, what are you doing?
Thank you.
Yeah, check please. Okay.
Look,
Yes,
this is
pay
how we
the
get out
bill.
of
Everything goes under the carpet after that. Just leave a really large tip.
I shall. Yes, I can definitely leave a large tip, but I think we just need to make an effort to get out of here because I don't have any weapons or anything. So
All right, so yeah, if you want to just clear
Well,
the
you
base
should
and
have
get
brought
out,
the rocket
you
launchers
can.
with you.
So is that what you want to do? You just want to get out?
take whoever I can with me because I know we have someone who's wounded.
Let's see. What is your initiative, Laszlo?
What is
Or
my
not Laszlo,
initiative?
Marius.
Mine is like 6.
Okay, so he can't actually move until his initiative, unless you want to bodily carry him out.
Could I do that? What?
Yeah,
Keep in
if
mind
you
there's a
want to,
gun
you can
pointed
drag him
at my
out. I don't
head.
think Marius is a very big guy.
No.
Oh, the
What's your body?
consequences of that.
Well, I mean, you have an ablative shield now that you can put between you and the sniper. Marius, what's your body?
5.
Yeah, you're not a very big guy.
I'm not.
Yeah, if you Tetra, if you want to do this fireman carry Marius out of there, you can. You can just grab him, throw him over your shoulders, and make an exit. What is your Kim? What's your character's body?
Where would that be?
It's at the top under your stats.
Oh, okay. I was looking in the wrong tab. Actually, it's a 3, which would probably make it a little bit funnier to look at. But
You're dragging.
yes,
Ow.
Your body is a 3?
yeah.
Didn't know that was possible.
I don't know either. I probably messed
Yeah,
up on that. But
you would be dragging Marius, so it would not be a quick exit. But if you wanted to do that, you can, or you can just save your own bacon. Speaking of bacon, you've got bacon on your plate still. I mean, are you going to leave the bacon?
just to get my purse and go. It's
Okay. All right, Tetra, you clear out. You go through the exit as the last people that were left in here once the shooting started are running out as well. There are police out there now, and they're basically doing crowd control. So they're ushering you to the side, assuming that you're just another college student with the rest of them. They're just doing this, pointing you to go to the left, go to the left. What are you doing, Tetra?
oh. Yeah, I know. I probably totally messed up on that and put the number in wrong, but it's too late now, so we'll just go with it. The idea is funny. So
We can look at it later. But yeah, so the police
Yeah.
officer totally thinks that you're one of the college students. Do you want to just follow along with that, or do you want to break and run?
yeah, I'll follow along with that.
Okay, so yeah, he's like motioning you, everybody to go that way. All the other students are kind of ducking to keep from being fired upon. I think you're next, James. What do you want to do?
Well, first off, recall that I said I was actually sitting in a different booth.
Okay, that's fine.
I did actually have that in the chat before this went
Okay,
down.
that's fine. So you're in another booth watching this.
Yeah, so if everyone else is running out, I'll run out as well.
Okay, if you want to follow along with everyone, I think Elena is kind of young too, so you could definitely pass for a college student as well.
I've been mistaken for a college student before.
You get in with another stream of folks that are leaving, and then again you're all ushered off to the side. You don't have any obvious weapons on you, do you?
I don't have any weapons at all.
Okay.
I don't carry weapons.
Then that's going to bring us to Marius. The guy's got his weapon pointed, and he's aiming right at your head. And
Right.
he's telling you, look, just want to talk.
Yeah, but I already had my gun on the table aimed at him, so I'm going to shoot him.
That's the way.
Right. Yeah, Pinball's like, I approve.
I'm doing it. I'm using all my luck.
All right.
All 8 luck.
And Laszlo sitting there saying, I just told you to, don't get shot again.
I can't do it. I figure I am the one sitting next to Marius, and I'm just trapped in the booth here.
Well, I'm not aiming at you, so
No,
there's only a 30% chance you get hit. All right, I think I just roll attack. With 8, so 24.
Okay, well, that definitely hits because you're basically at the 0 to 6 range. You just needed a 17. He's wearing some body armor. Let's see what he's at.
Doesn't really do a lot of damage. Oh no, damage is 16. Oh, sorry, I read the wrong number.
I believe you do have a critical hit, though.
No,
You
you
rolled-
need 2 6s.
Yeah, 2
He's
6s.
got 2 6s.
No,
I do have 2
he's got 1
6s.
6.
I see like 5 dice on the table for some reason. Then
You hover over the number and it's a
Ignore
4
those
plus 1
dice.
plus 5 plus 6.
There's
plus
not 2
0.
6s in there. Yeah.
Yeah, ignore the dice on whatever. I don't know what that's about.
No, it says 6 plus 6 plus 0 plus 2.
No?
yeah,
Actually,
that's your skill.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the
Six for
damage
your-
is
six for your
4, 1,
reflex,
5,
six
6.
for your
the
hand,
damage needs the
and
2 6s.
you rolled
It's the
a two.
damage that needs the crit.
Yeah.
On the roll.
Yeah.
So
Alright,
damage that you need.
Let's see. Medium armor jack. So
Oh, I
12,
see what you're. Oh,
16.
well, shit.
All right, I mean, so it does a little bit of damage to him. He definitely has an armor jack on, so it doesn't have that penetration that you were hoping for. But you do shoot him.
How many shots do I get? What's my? Oh, my rate of fire is 1. Well, fuck.
So we're at the top of the column again. So this is Steven, it's Pinball. You've got the other MP in sight. There are other police officers around now too. They're not particularly like they notice the MP guy is there. They're not trying to stop him. They must just assume that he's there to help.
Well, they're stupid.
What do you want to do, Pinball? So there are a lot of witnesses and there are cops out here.
well, the obvious course of action is to steal a police car.
Hey, that sounds like a great course of action. There is a campus police car pretty close.
I mean, they
and
probably even have the door left open.
they
the
do.
engine running.
So some of them are smart enough that they're actually using the door as shield. So some of them are crouched behind it, but you do see some that are just both doors left open. Both officers are out trying to respond. So yeah, I'm gonna keep
free
your stealth
police
roll from
car,
last
so-
time. So you want to slide into a cop car? Sure.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep your stealth roll from last time, so you slide into a cop car.
Absolutely. I'm
They've
going to say
even
that
got the
takes my
ignition
action.
and
though.
everything is still running as well.
Yep. I'm going to say that takes my action, and next
Yeah.
turn, I'm going to perform some vehicular manslaughter.
The shotgun has been taken, so there's nothing else in here. There is a set of handcuffs, but the guns are all out. So you
No, free
slide behind the
handcuffs.
wheel.
Close the doors.
All right, so the sniper, actually, no, the guy inside would act first. You shot him. He's going to shoot you back. He's going to shoot you right back, Marius.
Oh, I know what I will also be doing, though, for my actual action. And that will be changing up my combat awareness, which takes that.
So at a range of 0 to 6, he hits. Let's see, damage on the handgun. Ignore the attack roll. I just keep forgetting. I just want the damage on this one. It's only 9 points of damage. Center of mass, so your armor goes down to 10 this time.
Well, it doesn't pierce his armor.
What's that?
You said 9 points of damage?
Yeah.
His armor is 10, so it
Yeah.
stops it.
So it stops it. Yep.
doesn't
But
go
it does-
down
it's
either
still
if it stops it.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't go down. Okay.
It's only when it's penetrated does it go
Mhm.
down.
Ah.
6 and 3 ones. Not a great damage roll.
Oh. This just renewed my.
But now the sniper shoots.
Oh, I forgot about him. Laszlo, save me! I made a mistake. Oh fuck.
Alright, I told you
well,
we cannot
yeah.
do this again today. Sorry.
Yeah, he hits. Did that roll come through with the damage? No, it didn't. Okay.
Oh no. Did really well.
All right, again, ignore the roll. It's just the damage. So 17. So your armor's at 10. It's reduced down to 9 now, but it does take 10 off of that. So it's 7.
Man, I'm still feeling great. It's just a flesh
No,
wound.
no double sixes in there. The sniper is not going full auto or anything. He's just taking very careful shots.
Like, please
At
do
you.
your job. This guy's like shooting a sniper rifle in a parking lot.
You
Laszlo,
wanted to join in? That's what the police would do.
you're in the middle of a gunfight, Laszlo.
I'm just sitting carefully to the side of it. Jeez. I don't know. Well,
Can you like inject some like sedative into him?
I don't have anything like that.
Oh,
There's
I guess you don't need those for dead bodies much.
not
Ooh,
really.
you might have some narcotics on you, though.
Yeah, I don't have any narcotics on me though. I thought about those and I thought, no, I didn't bring any of those that we had from that thing with me.
That would have been okay.
I'll tell you what I do have on me though.
Mm-hmm.
I have a scalpel. I'm just gonna pull out my scalpel and like try and stab the guy through the hand. I guess.
Okay. Normally you can make 2 brawling attacks, but you didn't have your scalpel out, so make a brawling attack.
Alright, let's see, that's melee weapon. Pow! I mean,
That's pretty good.
A horrible roll. No, that's a horrible roll.
He
Yeah,
has
it
to
is
dodge
against-
it. So
Yeah, it is against his.
dodge.
Yeah.
He's fixated on me. So hopefully that counts against him. Because I'm very captivating.
Oh, I should have rolled that as the attack roll. I forgot I had that. I forgot I had to put that in.
Evasion.
Jeez! You might have avoided my attack there.
Well, now you just pissed him off. You made yourself a target.
Yeah. Right. So next down the list.
Well, if I got oh no, I pulled. Yep, don't worry.
Let's go with Tetra. You're outside again. Well, Tetra and Elena. So the police are just treating you as bystanders, as if you were college students. You certainly look the part, and so they're keeping you back behind the barrier. They've drawn guns and they're approaching the diner now. Kind of got it surrounded and coming in. Nobody sees Spinball. Tetra, Elena, are you guys doing anything other than playing cowering college students?
I think
Either
for
one of you.
now,
No,
that
okay.
would be the safest thing
Fading
I
in.
can do.
All right.
Yeah, I
Right.
can't think of anything either, other than maybe streaming it to my viewers.
Yeah. It's-
If either one of you wants to make a perception check to see if you saw Pinball sliding into a police car, you may do so.
okay.
You have to get fairly high. His stealth was pretty big. It's pretty big stealth.
I'm not going. Even if I got a 10 and plus, I don't think I could make that roll.
I can attempt it. I mean,
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
if
right.
you got a 10 and plus, maybe you do.
You do. Yeah, you saw Pinball slide into a cop car. We'll make it dramatic, and it's the one closest to you on your left.
Jaunty wave. Step on gas.
Elena's clueless. All right, do you want to do anything about it, Tetra? Or do you want to just continue to play poor college student that was just trying to get their breakfast fix in the middle of the night?
Yeah, maybe just give him a little wave as he goes and pretend I have no idea what's going on.
Okay. Lena, nothing from you. So Marius has already had his. Laszlo has had his. Actually, no, Marius, you still need to go this round. Yeah. He shot you, and the sniper outside shot you. There's two people shooting at you. Laszlo tried to stand up for you by knifing the guy, but that really didn't work.
So my luck refreshes every round, correct?
No.
Oh, well, fuck me. Okay, so I'm going to tip the table towards Mr. Fatigues here. And try and get some cover for Laszlo and I between the sniper and him. And maybe some hot coffee will fall in his lap and scald him.
We'll leave this to a luck roll to see if the tables are actually bolted down or not. So high or low, roll me a D100.
Low.
That there table's bolted down. You almost got yourself a bulge in your stomach lining as you try to heave it over. Realizing it's not going anywhere, you throw yourself out of the way.
Well, that hernia will just add to the story.
He just watches you as you try and flip it. He looks down at the bolts on the table, looks at you. Yeah. So let's go over to Pinball, who is now behind the wheel of a police car that was left on, engine running.
And stepping on the gas. I'm going to run some people over.
Okay, so there's college students that are mostly behind the police line. You've got the police kind of crowding in, kind of getting closer into the diner. So tell me exactly what you're hitting, how you're hitting, who you're hitting.
Anyone and everyone between me and the sniper.
Between you and the sniper. Okay. I'm going to say that's just police officers. Roll me a D4.
Yeah, they were rolling up to give them backup.
Yeah. Roll me a D4.
They should know better. D4. All right. Bam. Three
of the officers out of the dozen that are here so far, or half dozen that are here so far, are in the way.
Shame. In a game where we are encouraged to be murderous people. Shame.
Yep. So make me a driving roll. This is basically going to sub in for your attack roll.
All right. So I'm going to throw some luck into this.
Yeah, go ahead, because they are going to dodge.
I have 6 luck, so I'm going to add in 4. Just to, not put all my eggs in one basket, because who does that? All right, so this is still driving. That's under control. So this is going to be a +4 roll, whatever comes up. Ooh, 24.
You hit all 3 of them.
I didn't even need that luck. Well, I did for one of them.
Yeah. So I'm not going to do the damage on them. We'll just say that they're out of commission. They may or may not be dead, because I'm sure you're not checking. You're not stopping to find out if you've killed them or not.
Oh, heavens no.
Yeah, you just, you run over the first one. The next one sees you. You swerve into that second one. That third one almost gets away, but you cut sharp to the right. You end up fishtailing and slamming the back of the car into him as you straighten up.
Bonus points.
And you're heading
in his head goes, Pinball has killed officer. Double kill. Triple kill.
And you're heading towards the sniper, who definitely saw all this happening. So he now trains the fully automatic machine gun at you. But doesn't go yet because they're lower on the initiative.
And get
inside.
hit by a car?
What's that?
And get hit by a car because he was my primary target.
I'm not going to let you. That's like several multiple actions. I'm not going to let that.
Fair. I'm going. Yeah. I'll out.
Okay, so the MP inside. Man, this is nasty. Laszlo, you did just try to knife him.
Try to
But did
stab
you
his
really? I mean,
hand.
you rolled so bad.
I did. Yep.
No, he's just gonna shoot Marius.
Woo!
Yeah. Wait a second. Could you be a little less enthusiastic about that?
You get the roll right.
Not yay.
That's better.
He hits at the range.
Of course he does.
13 points of damage. Your armor's down to 9 now.
Actually,
Down
it's
to
down
8
to
after
8.
this.
Down to 8. So it
And
reduced
no
9.
double sixes in there, so no really badness. Okay, now the sniper will fire. Ah! Okay, so okay. All right, here we go. It's going to auto fire since this is a car coming at him.
Is he still firing at Marius?
No, this is outside now. The sniper is just going to shoot the cop car that's barreling towards him. Oh wow. Okay, well,
Good thing these cars have, their own hit points.
yeah. Actually, I was going for suppressive fire, kind of trying to make you swerve, but he didn't get it. That's not enough damage to. Yeah, I mean, you're fine. It rains through. Some of the bullets get through the glass, but not enough to penetrate further through to you. Man, that was a crap roll. Oh my gosh.
Suppressive fire in auto fire is a lot harder than it seems.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. So let's go to Laszlo. The guy just ignored you when you slashed at him last time, and he seems to be bent on putting down Marius now.
I guess I will not be ignored. I cannot get out of here otherwise. So. It is time to slash you with the scalpel again.
Okay. You might get points if you stab Marius.
Yeah.
I already stabbed Marius. It was just with a needle that healed him. I'm trying to spread my stabbings around equally to everybody. Alright, this time I will remember to use my scalpel button rather than the melee attack button. Hiya! Damage 0 though, because apparently I don't have any rolls programmed for it.
Yeah, he gets a
I guess it
16
missed
on this
anyway.
Yeah. He's basically just got the gun trained at Marius, and as you're trying to slash at him, he's just moving enough out of the way to keep Marius covered. Pretty much trying to ignore you. Now outside, Tetra, you saw a pinball get in the cop car, and it's racing towards that other MP Jeep, about to collide into it. Of course, this commotion, Jameis, Elena now notices this as well. Probably sees pinball over the steering wheel. Do you guys want to do anything? He just mowed down 2 of the campus police.
Great.
Things are about to get really interesting, I'm sure.
You guys can hear sirens in the background. These are probably the real police coming now.
How accessible is my van, and can I get it out?
Pretty accessible. I mean, if you want to
Okay.
take your action to get into your van, you can do that.
Yeah, I think it's about time I make myself vacant.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. It's about to
Let's
get
get
real.
Sebastian out of here. Let's get Sebastian out of here.
With the crazy man that just stole the police car, they're not giving any attention to the college students anymore, and they're all scattering anyway. You can get into the van. Tetra, if you want to follow them, you guys jump into the van, and you can see the fight that's going on, because this is like, there's a glass all the way around. So like it's a round building. There's a glass all the way around it, so you can see inside to what's going on, with Laszlo and his scalpel threatening the guy, and the guy is kind of moving around, keeping Marius in his trigger sights. Marius is moving around, trying to shoot and not be shot.
Does Laszlo work for?
Say that again.
What department or company does Laszlo work for? What's the body collection?
The city mall, really, I believe.
Oh, I'll put through a tip to the city mall that there's probably going to be some bodies at the Denny's, so you can look at that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I'm on site already.
Yeah, they'll ping Leslie to get it here.
Your two new employers, by the way, are, since they're older, they're not going to pass for college students. They're kind of down and crawling towards the exits. They haven't reached it yet, but they're well out of the battle. So let's go to Marius.
So I've got like platinum. What is it? Health insurance? What's it called? Shouldn't those
Trauma
fuckers
team.
be dropping down through the roof and murdering
Before
everyone
the
else?
police even got here.
No, not yet. Your vital signs aren't showing that bad. You've not taken that much damage, and then
Well, can I press the emergency button or something?
you want to break the card and get an immediate summons.
Yes.
Yeah. Now keep in mind, they will. So just keep in mind what will happen is they may rescue you, Marius, but you're going to wake up with handcuffs because you've broken several laws.
What laws? I didn't. They shot me first.
No, they didn't.
They totally did. They totally did, didn't they?
No.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
gun, yeah. My gun just happened to go off
Actually,
in the air.
they did shoot him
Hmm.
first.
Yeah, I guess they did, but Marius was the first person to show a firearm, which is breaking a law in itself. So
And
he
also
walked
shoot
in
it.
with one. He
Yeah.
walked in with one.
Now, if you could just sort of net hack the cameras to show not
maybe,
the footage
maybe.
of what happened, you might be safe.
Let's go with that then. So you want to
That would
crack your
require
cards
a
and
net runner to
immediately
do that.
Yeah, let's.
All right,
I want.
all right,
I want.
yeah.
No, you know what?
You can.
I'm kind of worried that it's gonna like break someone out, like kill Laszlo if they come down and he's in the way.
They really, yeah. I mean, they suppress the area when they come to rescue you.
Hey, he's got hit points too, you know.
Screw it. I'm shooting Mr. Fatigues.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know. Hmm. I can handle that one. That one looks nice.
Oh, well, you hit with the 16. You're very close range. Damage 18. He's got armor. It's going to soak up a lot of that, but not all of that. He was down to 11, 4. Okay, and no double sixes in there, so nothing more than. Yeah, so he takes some damage. I mean, you hit him.
Does he go down and cry for mommy?
He's got very good armor on.
Ah, son of a bitch. That's all right.
Okay.
The sniper's not shooting at me anymore. It's a win. I'm gonna
Nope.
win this one.
So we're going to go top of the round then, and that would be Pinball ramming right into the Jeep.
I'm like, we should have gone to Waffle House. As I ram him right into the Jeep.
All right, you ram into the Jeep, which will cause you some damage, but I've got to ask some questions. Is Pinball the kind that is likely to put on his seatbelt when he entered the car or not?
Yes.
Oh, you are the type. Okay.
I mean, it's I had a whole round to do it with, so.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. So we have a little bit of Newtonian physics here as when you hit the Jeep, the sniper is not strapped down and is standing up in the Jeep as you strike it, which sends him flying off into the air, landing very badly. However, your car is suddenly stopped by the mass of the Jeep, which is going to cause you a little bit of damage back and forth in here. I'm just going to...
Yep, there's
roll a couple of dice.
rules for that.
Yeah. I am not going to stop to look them up right now as we are over time, though. I'm just going to do a couple of things here since it is not a big major point. I just want to see if I get 2 sixes or not. I do not. Yeah, pinball. You pinball around inside of the cab for a bit. The seat belts keep you from going through the window. You get some minor abrasions. Cop car does come to a stop, though. While the Jeep doesn't have that nice cattle catcher that the front of your police vehicle does have a very solid engine block, which does bring your police car to a stop. You're okay. You're shaking up, but okay.
And
Do you
then
wanna
the
do anything
airbag
else?
goes off in my face.
No, actually, for a lot of the police cars, when they do car chases like this, that would be detrimental because they hit cars with that cattle catcher.
But this is the campus police car.
Yeah, I tell you what. Roll me luck. D100. You call high or low, and then you tell me what's more advantageous to you if you make it.
All right, let's go high. Low. So no back then.
Okay, so so I'm going to say then that it does deploy because now you're kind of stuck in there with the airbag kind of smashing you to the back of the chair, making it hard to extricate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So that was not the one you chose, right? I'm just make sure I didn't screw that up.
Oh, I wanted an airbag to not take any damage, so.
Oh, you didn't take any damage anyway.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I
was rolling to
think
see
it's
whether or
funnier.
not.
I think it's funnier to go off anyway.
Yeah, so it goes off, which kind of keeps you from getting easily out of the police car. So we'll say we'll end your actions there as you're having to contend with the deployed bag.
I unbuckled though. Yeah, that's all that matters.
I'm gonna make a roll here for my guy with it flying. Okay. He skitters off. You hear him yell a bit. The rifle is definitely thrown from him. He does not land well. The rifle goes elsewhere. Inside, man, Marius, you're still firing at him. He's still trying to get you to stand down, but you're still shooting at him, so he's just going to have to shoot back.
I'll stop shooting when he stops shooting.
He gave you the chance, and then you shot.
They shot me first. I'm the innocent Guido in this situation.
Cool.
Ow.
14 hits, 13, and you're down to 8, and then now you're down to 7. So remove 8 from that. Take that. How are you doing?
I have 3 hit points.
Okay, yeah, you're not getting the best of this as he shoots again.
Oh, but I haven't had my turn yet. We don't know if I'm getting the best of this.
Yeah, 6, 4, 2, 1. So no double sixes in there. Laszlo?
Save yourself.
I can't get out of the booth. You're in the way.
Just crawl under the table. Go out the back.
Marius threw himself away from the booth after trying to lift the table and wasn't able to, so he just got around the booth.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know. I stab him again. Why not? I got nothing.
Stab him twice, then.
Yeah, I'll remember to press the button
Go
twice.
for the eyes,
well.
Go for the eyes.
Yeah, one for each eye. Why not? A 20. That'll do. Doing 2 damage. This is my D6.
Oh, come on.
And an 18. Doing 4 damage. Woo! You fumbled!
Okay.
There we go. Hey.
Did it. The second stabbing.
Take 4 whole points of damage. As it's only a light melee weapon, so,
It's a scalpel, right?
Yep.
All right, so that's just going to go through. That's like a significant, you cut him bad.
Well, my friend. I was patching him up! Damn it.
Okay, outside. Actually, Steven?
Yeah?
I think the police car is still operable. I think it just came to a sudden stop, but because it's got that cattle catcher up front, it's still running. So, Tetra and Elena, you guys are inside the van. You just watched Pinball crash the police cruiser into the other MP Jeep. What are you guys doing?
Driving away, presumably.
There's currently no other officers around Pinball either because he just mowed them over.
Yeah, there's that versus the fact that there's surveillance around at the moment. Pinball's in a car, he can get away easily enough. What I want to try and do actually is, can I swing around the car to get to the door where the other two, our clients,
Yes.
They're
If
coming
you
out.
want to swing around front, they will have made the door and they can climb into your van.
they'll get in and then I'm going to take off. Pinball's in the car, he can get away himself. It's no problem.
So you're leaving Marius in this death match here. And if I remember, Marius, you said you did not hit your platinum, but if you're down to just a couple of hit points, that's going to set something off. Back in corporate.
You're right. I did not hit anything. I decided to shoot him instead. I
Roll
didn't want
something here.
Laszlo to maybe get hit in the crossfire.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Seeing that you are a paid up platinum member, we're starting a new round. So pinball, I'll still have you go first, but there's a chopper. Actually, no, it's not even a chopper. It's
AV4.
Yeah, it's an AV streaking out of the sky, heading for the Denny's. You're free and clear. There's no cops around you. There's still some on the opposite side, about to gain entrance into the diner. The sniper, the rifle has been he's been separated from his rifle. You don't see him immediately, but you heard the splat. I don't think he's doing too well. Let's say you're still wrestling a little bit with the airbag, but what do you want to do? Steven?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I was pondering upgrading to a military jeep. Yeah, I mean, they're valuable, but also probably low jacked of some sort. So is this car, for that matter. But I am going to. How close am I to the exterior wall of the Denny's where Marius and Richard and Laszlo are having a death match with the other guy?
You can hit reverse and just drive right through that plate window.
That is what I'm going to do. Because, I got to say Laszlo.
Okay.
I didn't say anything about Marius.
Make me a drive check.
Okay. Not the best driver. I'm not putting any luck into this, but hopefully this by itself is not terribly difficult. 10.
That's perfect. You slam through the glass, coming to a reverse stop between Laszlo and the MP.
Perfect. Laszlo, get in!
We're coming near the end, so if you want to dive in, Laszlo, you can.
Yeah, I'll get out of the way.
Okay, so we're gonna end it up with this scene then, as Pinball madly drives the obtained campus security car out of the Denny's, streaking off into the distance. The Elena's van is also moving out into the night, as streaking from the heavens. The top of the roof is detonated and blown apart. As coming out of the AV4, rappelling down on ropes, comes the survival medic team, who just peppers the area with gunshots, taking out your MP. The employees are still buying their bulletproof grass, but even they kind of go down. The last thing you remember is being a slap patch being applied to your neck and you being lifted into the heavens, Marius.
Excellent. And in my head, as I pass out, I can hear Black Hole Sun playing.
All right. Well, yeah, this is not going to cause you any problems at all.
I'm innocent. I was framed. I just came for some flapjacks.
See what happens when you try to get a hold of Nancy? Chaos. It's all chaos.
Well, I didn't know she was dead. I didn't. I wouldn't have called her if I knew she was dead.
All right, well, we're over time, so let's go ahead and end it there. Richard, what do you got going on?
I'm Richard, and if you like watching me fumble around just as I did here today, why, you can watch me do it in a video game medium here on Twitch instead. Where you can find me at LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now,
Limited time
offer.
No valves.
No valves.
Thank you.
There we go. Jamis, tell us all about your blog.
I've got a blog, Currently, it's just occasional movie stuff on there. There might be other stuff, but at the moment, movies are sufficient.
Yep, fair enough. If you found us, you know where we are. I dropped all the social links in the chat there, but go to BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com. You can find all the links there that are easy to get a hold of. Kelly, Steven, Kim, you guys, anything you guys want to plug?
Not really, no.
Nothing.
Steven, you'll make another appearances on other shows anytime soon.
Nope, I have been usurped from the latest episode of Silhouette Zero. So, but you can still go listen to that fine podcast by Chrissing if you are so inclined.
Cool. All right. Well, someone has said that one of our guys here is still streaming. Let me see if I can get to that. Maybe we'll do a raid real quick. Yeah. Let's go ahead and raid substances used. So just hang on for a little bit, folks. And we'll say goodbye. Maybe if that raid command worked, maybe it didn't. Because I don't know how to do things properly. Maybe?
It's not ticking down or anything.
It's not. Oh, go watch him anyway. Substance use. He's streaming now. Go say hi, folks. Yes, Longshot GM. I have tried that. It doesn't like it. So we're just going to say goodnight.